You're tuned in to Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast, a forum where we discuss and explore society-based topics while advocating and providing information and resources to the community through an unscripted, unfiltered, and authentic approach. Listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Watch us on YouTube. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast, your society-based channel. Welcome to another episode of Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. I'm your host, and my name is Danette Mahabeer-Turner. Before we get into today's episode, allow me the opportunity to highlight our sponsors of episode 4. Our title sponsor, Exit Realty Key Group. Thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Western Kentucky? Their team is known for professionalism, heart, and getting results. Exit Realty Key Group is passionate about serving their community and helping clients make confident moves in every season of life. Follow them on Facebook at Exit Realty Key Group to see listings, tips, and local highlights. Exit Realty Key Group, where relationships matter as much as real estate. Or episode sponsor, Turning It Up Green. Help us raise awareness for cholangiocarcinoma bile duct cancer awareness. Join Amy Jo Payne, the reigning Royalty USA Bluegrass State Miss 2026 and founder of Turning It Up Green, a movement dedicated to increasing awareness, education, and advocacy for this rare cancer. Learn more today at www.turningitupgreen.godaddysite.com. And you can watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Be sure to join our Facebook group and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. And of course, the moment you guys have all been waiting for, Season 5, Episode 4, today's topic, Finding Hope After Addiction. Help me to welcome my special guest today, Lacee Antosh. Welcome to the show.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So before we talk about addiction, tell us about your son. Who was he and what made him special to you?
Oh, gosh. All my boys are so special. Honestly, I was thinking of that on the way here. And what came to me is love. He loved people and animals and things. He really loved. He was a giver, a mighty warrior. And he still is. Yes, he's a mighty warrior.
I love that, mighty warrior.
Yeah.
And what are some of your favorite memories of him? I know I'm kind of, because I feel like this is so important for,
It is.
it's you're healing as well as you're helping others to heal.
Yes.
And, Voice Thoughts, when I created that, I did that on purpose, because it's where we can feel safe to voice our thoughts, but what we're saying is helping somebody else that's watching or listening. And there's so many people out there that have loved ones that they have lost. And,
there's so many. I'm not alone.
Right.
I'm not alone at all in the war I'm against. I'm at. It is a war. All of my favorite memories are just. All of them are my favorite. He's, I made him a quilt a long time ago, and, he has that quilt today, and I just wanted him to know how much I loved him. Aww. My other boys, I have 4 boys. I'm always going to have 4 boys, right. But they're, I wouldn't say jealous, but they didn't get one yet. They'll get theirs when it's time.
They'll get your flowers.
Yeah,
right?
You'll get your quilt, man. You'll get your quilt.
I love that. I love the quilt idea as well. That's so special. That's very special.
Yes.
And that you still carry that with you today. What you've done to.
No, well, I carry it with me in my heart. But he's got that quilt with him. I wanted him to be warm. And there's a poem that is on it, and it says, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, your mommy I'll be. And I will. I'm going to be everybody's ma, because he used to call me ma. But
Wow.
yeah.
Thank
This
you
is
so
a
much,
tougher podcast than I did before.
absolutely.
So
And I was like, who's peeling onions in here, guys?
Right. Yeah. That's good.
But, I want to thank you for sharing and thank you for being here as a guest. And, so when did you first realize addiction had entered your son's life?
It was, he would, like I said, he was a warrior, and he would stick up for the weaker, the people that were getting bullied, and the things like that. And then it led to a different crowd of people that he was hanging out with. And you know what? I'm not here to what if, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm not doing that. Those are enemy lies. I'm not doing that. I can't. I'm not going to change or even second guess this or that. He struggled, and as any teenager does, they struggle, and you just try to do the best you can as a parent. I have an 11-year-old right now that I'm just like, goodness, I'm old, I'm tired. I have my 27-year-old and I have 27. Braden would be 25. And then have a 19 and then an 11-year-old. And man, I'm just old and tired, man. But I got it all to do over again with my last little nugget. Yeah.
I love that. And what do you wish more families understood about how addiction impacts a loved one?
It truly that you are not alone. You're not alone in this fight. Seek help and understanding and fighting this battle is huge, and you are a huge part in getting them through it. And it's hard. Braden went to a rehab in Tennessee, and we went through the ringer. We've done it, and I didn't have the knowledge then. That's one thing I would say is get out there and get the knowledge of what you can do to help, of what other people can help you with. Get help. You're not alone. Do not be embarrassed. There was a lady that I came across, and mighty, mighty good Christian woman, and she touched my heart because she held on to a battle with addiction with her own family and didn't reach out for help, even prayer, even, for it was either 3 or 5 years, and it touches my heart. Get out there and speak. You know what? I'm not embarrassed, and I am here to just fight for you, with you, to help you. I get help. Get help.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Losing a child is something no parent is prepared for. None. How did that moment change your life?
It's changed my whole life. It has changed my entire life. And God doesn't give you more than you can handle, although we don't like it a lot of times.
Right.
That I am a firm believer in that. And you know what? Just the daily struggles are struggles, and I was in a cloud of just, I'm fine. I'm going to, you have no choice. You have no choice.
Yeah.
I would not do dishes. They'd be piling up, and my husband and I would have arguments about this and that. And I was just in a spot where, you know what? I'll throw every dish away. I don't care. I'll throw the whole house away. Right. I don't care about anything right now. But through counseling, and then also just running towards God instead of blaming Him, I found strength.
I love that.
In the power of the hurt, to help others. And that's what it's about, is helping others and trying to do whatever it is that we can for somebody else to find the hope and the love that's out there, that I have for them, that is out there. This shirt is my son's shirt. And I'll wear it all the time, especially if I'm talking about him, or if I'm speaking to places, recovery centers. And then this picture does represent my son. September 22nd is his birthday. And so the tree of life. And then the sapphire is blue for his birthday. It's,
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I just,
beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. We have it's called Bee's Tree for Recovery. And there's recovery in any storm. Every storm, there's recovery at the end of it. It doesn't matter if it's addiction, compulsion, gambling,
Right.
recovery if you break your ankle. You have recovery after that. We're not meant to stay in a storm. We're meant to walk through it with God, hold his hand and find that foundation. It's there. Seek it. You'll find it.
I love that. Thank you so much for that. And what a beautiful
thank you.
rendition.
I do. I love
painting.
it.
This is so
I bought
beautiful.
them out. There's not any more. I have a friend. That's been put to task. He told me not long ago that I'm hard to say no to. So my friend is painting me one.
Ooh, maybe we'll have some T-shirts. I think
he makes T-shirts. I'm not putting that on him. He's got to paint it for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You've been very open about how grief led you to depend on alcohol for a time. And so what was happening in your heart during that season?
It was a lot of pain. And I thought that was making it better, helping me to go to sleep. I would drink and drink in my own sorrows, As soon as I came home from work, that term of functioning alcoholic, I was highly functioning. However, you know what? I just wasn't. I wasn't at all. There was no function about it. Nothing was okay. Nothing was fine. And it was a lot. I had a friend that she had stopped drinking for just one day to see if it was the alcohol that was hurting her stomach, making her sick. And truly, still, even to this day, I'm going on, today's the 10th. Today's 8 months. 8 months sober.
Congratulations.
Yes. Hey, I'm Lacee. I'm an alcoholic, and it's 8 months.
Right,
I'm okay with it.
Right.
But I couldn't, and I still can't today, remember that day of the last time that I had stopped drinking. Or not drank for just one day. I still can't remember it. I don't think I'm ever going to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so was there a moment when you realized you needed to make a change for yourself?
Absolutely. When you can't remember the last time you went one day without drinking, I got hit with a hard dose of reality. Like, you know what? I'm not fine. It's not okay. And I'm hurting the ones that are around me. And even though you don't think that you're hurting the ones around you, you really are, because they see the pain, they see the hurt, they see the sorrow. My 19-year-old would come outside while I'm sitting outside drinking and drowning in my sorrows and just crying and stuff. And that hurt him. And that wasn't okay, and I'm so sorry for that. And, just to see somebody you love so much hurting because you're hurting them, you know what? It's time to make a change.
I love that.
Put it down.
Yes.
And I am present. I'm so present for my boys. I got to get this 11-year-old whipped into shape. But
you had that smell the coffee moment where, hey, I need to wake up out of this. But like, what did the beginning of your journey look like when you decided, hey, it's time for a change?
You feel like you're so used to doing what you've normally done. And it's time to change those habits. The habit, you will, once you come out of the fog of I'm fine, you're going to change when you seek God and you seek a path. I thought originally, like when I lost my son, I thought I was headed down the path and seeking God. No, I'm seeking him now, sister. I'm running full speed. I'm on a marathon that will never end. And I don't, thank God he knows our hearts, man. I didn't know. I'd have lost money on where I'd be at today. I mean, like I'd have lost my house on a gambling bet, like no way I would never find the time to do this, to do that. And I will say this too, that's something else I really thought about is that it's scary. What was scary is that I knew after the first time I spoke at Centerpoint that it was going to incorporate like a whole lot more love. And I was scared to get hurt even more because I was already hurting from the loss of my son. So to love more people, it was going to be hard. But man, I love more than I've ever loved before. I love every single one of them. I would really, truly take them all in, give them a big hug. When we went and handed out the packets of the stockings and different things that we've done at Centerpoint and at Fuller Center, I handed them an envelope And it was an envelope for either for them to write like a letter to a loved one or a prayer request to send to my church. And I was able to hug every single one of them like a mom would hug them.
Oh.
Just like in the presence of the Holy Ghost was there so much. I mean, it was just, you know, like, and you know what? They could have initially been just like really negative and stuff. I don't care. If you're seeing my face, there's a reason you're seeing my face.
There is hope.
There is hope. There is love. And man, you know, a mother's love, compassion.
Yes.
You know, and now my spirit is filled with so much love. Like, I'm not scared to love more.
Right.
I want all the friends. I want all the family. I want all the boys and girls. I want them to know there's love, you know.
And that's powerful.
It is.
That is so
I've
powerful.
turned my hurt to power, to strength. It's got strength.
And to purpose.
Yes.
I love exactly what you're doing.
I don't know where I'm going.
Hey, God is going to lead you.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful that you have accepted the challenge.
I have full force.
You know,
those around me, you know, they get a whole lot of me. Man, I'm a lot.
Hey,
I'm a lot.
Sometimes we need that. You know?
I'm not embarrassed. So.
Right. So, you know, when you speak to people currently battling addiction, what message do you want them to hear most?
You know, it's truly that they are not alone. Jesus loves you, black sheep.
Oh,
Jesus,
that's one of my favorite songs.
Gosh,
I hear it and I just start tearing up.
Yes,
because
he came for us.
Man, that song was so anointed. Like Amen. God anointed him with that song because I'm like, you know,
yes,
you just said something so powerful. Ooh.
You know, it is. My whole life, I felt like a black sheep, you know, and that's fine. I told that to my mom, and my mom's like, that's because you chose to do that. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you're a brat. You know, I was a brat. I was a brat. I was a black sheep. I did all the things I
was
shouldn't.
a black sheep. So,
right?
You know, here we are.
Know, and
you know.
I do. I play that song for the men and women because Jesus came for us. Jesus came for all of us. But he came for us to give us love, hope, compassion, everything. All of the other things are just lies from the enemy. Fear, doubt, anxiety. It is all just lies from the enemy. Thinking you're alone, you're crazy. God is with you, holding your hand. All you have to do is reach out. And Jesus loves you, black sheep, hit me so hard. You know, some people would maybe be offended or something, but it gave me such strength to just, he does love me for all the
confidence
things.
In that love.
Yes. And you know what? He knew what I was going to do before I did it.
Absolutely.
You know, and he knows tomorrow. I'm not meant to be perfect, but I also know I'm not meant to stay in the storm. We're not meant to stay in it. We rely on the one foundation we can.
I love that. I love that. So what does hope beyond addiction mean to you personally?
You know what? You cannot, you know, like, you can't live in the past. You know, we've all made our mistakes. We've all made mistakes. There is no mistake so grievous that God doesn't forgive us for it, period. You know what? And the love and the compassion and is so deep, and the understanding is so fantastic. Like you know, there's just nothing you can do that he doesn't already know you're going to. There's hope. You just have to truly rely and don't think about the past. Don't think about what you have done, because once you seek redemption, you're forgiven of it. It is washed away by the blood of the Lamb. I mean, like, he has come for us, knowing that we were going to sin. He came for us, like, for me, because I'm too weak to do it. You know, I'm not perfect. He knows it. We're too weak to be perfect. I mean, I'm just not, you know, I sin daily, you know. I try not to. I try to just live a good life, but man, things happen. You know, we're not perfect.
Yes.
But it's just try.
There is hope. There is hope.
Absolute hope. Absolute.
And how have you learned to carry both grief and purpose at the same time?
You know, that's a really good question. And it's because there's so many out there just like my son. And whenever I speak to the men and women, I want to be that mom that is going to say what she needs to say. I'm sitting there thinking and praying about what I would want my own son to hear. You know, what is it going to take to get it across to them? And there's some brutal, you know, words that I've said, but it's truth, and they need to hear truth.
Tough love.
It is. It's a very tough love.
Mm-hmm.
It's reality.
Mm-hmm.
You're living in a I'm fine and you're not. You're not. And they're, like the last time, it's always like a statistic. Like all of these things have statistics on them. And all the people in recovery and has lost people, and then it becomes a number. Mm-hmm. And my son will never be a number to anyone. He's not a number. He's a person. He is my son. And whenever I had went to Centerpoint the last time, I didn't know why I kept it or what I was going to use it for or anything. But there's about 100 men in Centerpoint. And, it's just the brutal reality of your actions that are going to take place. And it's called death. Death is going to take place if you continue down this path. So what I took was his grave marker, and I took it so that they could see that it's not a number. You're not a number. This is what's going to happen if you continue down this path. And I love you. You're not alone. There's hope. You can do it. It's hard. You think anybody else wants to do that? No, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to do that because you just want to live in denial of reality,
Mm-hmm.
But it's time to wake up. It's time to make changes. And I just want to help make changes. If I have to be the one that is brutally honest with you, I'll do that. I'll do it.
We need that tough love. We do.
It is. It is. There was a girl that told me she had lost 23 friends and family members. 23. I mean, that just still burns my heart. 23. Like, my son's not a number. That's immediately what comes to mind. No, this isn't, no. Every single one of those people have a heart, a soul, their loved ones. It's impacted my entire family. There's no numbers, no statistics. Yeah.
Wow. And so if your son could see the work that you're currently doing now to help so many others, what do you think he would say?
Well, first I would enlist his help. And he'd be like, well, I got things to do. But he would be absolutely proud. And I know he would. Mom sober, and growing up, I wasn't I guess maybe the last 10 years, I really started drinking significantly more, and then definitely once he passed, it was just time to stop. But I mean, so it wasn't, he never grew up around the alcohol and all those things. Right. It wasn't like a thing in our house, so no, I mean, I'm not saying his childhood was perfect, but, it wasn't surrounded by the alcohol and stuff. But I think that I know he would be so proud. He'd absolutely be proud all the time. I get winks from him at 9:22 and it'll be at 9:22. And I was so hesitant, it was just weighing on me, just doing this podcast. Mm-hmm. And then the questions were hard. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then I was like, all right, well, I'll tell her I can't do it. I opened it up to look at the questions again. And I had kind of made my decision. And you know what time it was?
9:22.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. And it was just, somebody needs to hear something. Somebody needs to hear something. I swear to you, it was 9:22. And that's why I'm here, is because my nugget said, Ma, you got to do it. Do the hard things. Somebody's got to hear something.
Wow.
Yeah, 9:22. Yeah, man, I was like, behind you, Brad. He's a Brad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
I know. So you didn't even know. I was just hesitating and praying. And then I decided not to. And then my nugget said, Ma, you do this. You do this.
Got this. Wow. Yes. So here's my last two questions for you before I let you go. We've gotten through the hardest part. Okay. Now there's hope, right? Hope. Yes. What do you want parents and families listening to today, to this podcast, to know if they're walking through addiction with someone they love?
Oh, it's hard. Don't give up. Should I speak right to him?
Talk to them. Talk to them, girl.
All right, do not give up. Seek God, seek your friends and family, your pastors. Let them know you love them, the true love that you have in your heart, the compassion and the hope. They're scared to come and talk to you. They're scared to be around you because of the judgment and the things. And all they need is love, and give it to them and seek help. There's so much help out here. Seek help. The podcast that I had watched, it was Crosstalk with Matt Lewis. I went back to the first one so that I would have all the knowledge on all the things of recovery, and it gave me so much more knowledge. I became full circle. And if it can help somebody else to know all the things and to maybe help with with all of it, I understand that it's hard. But they need you. They need the hope, because you do have a complete hope, compassion, and love for them. And it's only through Jesus Christ that they can truly overcome and break the chains of addiction.
Wow. Thank you so much. And what does hope look like for someone who feels like addiction has taken everything from them?
That happens a lot. I was fortunate enough that God will make a way. God will make a way for you to come out of this spot that you're in. And you have to rely on Him and seek Him. And you're going to have to change your friends. You're going to have to change your people, places, and things. Your circle is changing drastically. Mine is, I am doing things that are not within, like, my normal circle. Is not this. I'm not a pastor or preacher, and you know what? I don't have all the verses and the scripture for ministry. God's equipping me though. So you know what?
I love that.
Just head down the path and stay the course. Find that path of righteousness and God and doing the right things, and He'll bring you the right people to put and help. Truly seek Him. Yeah.
Lacee, thank you so very much for taking the time to be on the show.
Oh, thank
you for that nugget at 9:22, right?
9:22.
So you could be here to help somebody who's watching today.
Somebody needed
stumble
it.
upon this episode somewhere on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Music. We're all over. So you not just to a region or state, but wherever you are, you heard it from Lacee. There is hope beyond addiction.
Jesus loves you, Black Sheep.
I love that.
I do.
So much.
I really do.
Yeah. Thank you to our episode sponsors. Our title sponsor, Exit Realty Key Group. Thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Western Kentucky? Their team is known for professionalism, heart, and getting results. Exit Realty Key Group is passionate about serving their community and helping clients make confident moves in every season of life. Follow them on Facebook at Exit Realty Key Group to see listings, tips, and local highlights. Exit Realty Key Group, where relationships matter as much as real estate. Our episode sponsor, Turning It Up Green. Help us raise awareness for cholangiocarcinoma, bile duct cancer awareness. Join Amy Jo Payne, the reigning Royalty USA Bluegrass State Miss 2026 and founder of Turning It Up Green, a movement dedicated to increasing awareness, education, and advocacy for this rare cancer. Learn more today at www.turningitupgreen.godaddysite.com. Again, you can watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. And be sure to join our Facebook group. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Voice Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. I have been your host. My name is Danette Mahabeer-Turner, and we will see you on the next episode. God bless.